Let's talk about how to structure your meals to lose fat. Now, what's most important is following a structure that allows you to be consistent throughout the entire fat loss process. Following a structure that allows you to sustain your energy throughout the entire day. Following the structure that allows you to manage your appetite. And following a structure that seems natural to you. You don't want to be going through this fat loss process thinking to yourself, oh my God, I can't wait till this diet is over so I can get back to eating normal. How you eat now should be relatively very close to how you're going to eat when you're maintaining your level of leanness or even trying to build a little bit of muscle. The only difference really is going to be the portion sizes that you're consuming, or maybe having a little bit more room to include an extra snack throughout your daily nutrition there. So the first place you want to look is the number of meals that you're consuming throughout the day. What's the number of meals that's going to allow you to sustain your energy and control your appetite throughout the day that feels natural to you, that is going to be something that is easy to sustain? You don't want to be consuming one meal a day or two meals per day right now thinking, man, when this is done, I can't wait to get back to 4 or 5 meals today. You want to make sure that you're following a structure that suits you best, the number of meals that's going to suit you best. So maybe if you were consuming fewer meals throughout the day, you're finding that maybe towards dinner time, as soon as you get home, you're getting ready to make dinner, you're ravenous, you're just so hungry, you start picking at food and you're full before you even begin your dinner meal there. So you want to include the number of meals throughout the day is going to allow you to control your appetite through the day, as well as sustain your energy. You don't want to be like lethargic at one point, like crashing and then peaking some energy and then crashing and peaking. You want to try to keep your energy sustained throughout the day. So try to think to yourself, have that heightened sense of awareness with the number of meals that's going to suit you best. Maybe it's 3 meals per day, maybe it's 3 meals and a snack, maybe it's 4 meals per day, maybe it's 5 meals per day. Maybe if you're consuming too many meals per day, you're noticing that it's just not satiating to you. Like none of the meals really fill you up. You'd rather have fewer meals and have that kind of full feeling in your stomach. That's going to be something that's going to allow you to stick with your diet through the long term. So really, there's no right or wrong answer. Like kind of block out all the noise from the industry there. Look within and what's going to suit you best. And next is the timing of those meals. When are you going to consume each of those meals? Let's say you're having 3 meals per day and a snack. Are you going to have that first meal right away upon waking up with a cup of coffee or something along those lines? Like you just need to get that fuel in you as soon as possible. Or maybe do you like to delay that first meal a little bit? Do you find that you are able to feel your best when you include a snack later on in the evening? Or do you feel that you perform best and feel your best when you stop eating after dinner time there? You just wake up feeling lighter, you go to bed feeling lighter, you have a better sleep. So we're all different. It's all going to come down to your heightened sense of awareness and what's going to suit you best, what's going to allow you to stick with this diet through the entire fat loss process and then build upon it, improve upon it slowly and surely, just graduate up to maintenance and even agenda calorie surplus in regards to building muscle there. Now, what is the composition of those meals that you're consuming? Like, what is the portion sizes? Do you tend to prefer to kind of keep all the meals the same size, the same portion size through it, like evenly spreading out your intake throughout the day? Or do you like to have certain meals that are a little larger than others and some meals that are a little bit lighter than others? Again, it's all going to come down to you and what's going to suit you best. Maybe you like to eat a little bit lighter through the day. Maybe you're not super hungry in the morning. You want to have something in your stomach, but just something nice and light. Maybe you like to have a big meal before a workout. Maybe you'd prefer to have a lighter meal before your workout. So again, no right or wrong answer. You're trying to create the structure that's going to suit you best. And how about the macro kind of ratio there? I don't want you like obsessing over macros or anything like that. I just want you to kind of have an idea. Is each meal fairly balanced in that you're consuming? Like, do you find a good balance between carbs, proteins, and fats? Or are there some meals like you prefer to have a little bit higher carbohydrates, so you just find it has a great boost in energy? Maybe you have meals that are a little bit higher in carbohydrates, like, yeah, it gives me a boost in energy, but then I crash afterwards. So you might find that you're better off having some protein in each meal. Again, there's no right or wrong answer to this. It's basically following a structure and making adjustments based on how your body is responding, the feedback that your body is providing you with. So it really comes down to having that heightened sense of awareness to what's going to suit you best. Now, to give you some examples here for myself personally, I find that I perform my best, I feel my best, I'm able to sustain my energy throughout the day when I consume 4 meals per day. That's basically whether I'm in fat loss mode, maintenance mode, or muscle building mode. Just 4 meals seems to suit me well. Now, my first meal of the day is usually a breakfast shake. I like to have 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk, a nice load of spinach, a banana, and a scoop of protein powder. This is, I guess, it's high volume in regards to the fluid volume in there. It's loaded with nutrients like the spinach, the banana, the kefir is great for my gut health there. It's not very high in calories. It's, I think, 400 calories, something along those lines. It's less than 500 calories, but it sustains my energy. It sustains my appetite. It's not too heavy in my stomach there. So it's a great way for me to start my day. I start my day with 2 cups of coffee, just a little bit of the unsweetened vanilla cashew milk in there. Sometimes I have it black. And then that first meal is typically maybe an hour and a half afterwards. So I don't like jump out of bed and eat right away, but it's not too long. I don't wait too long before having that first meal. The second meal is one of my larger meals of the day, where I have 4 free-range eggs from my friend's local farm, some mixed veggies in there. I'll either steam them, maybe I'll cook them in the air fryer, sprinkle a little pink Himalayan salt on there, a little ground black pepper, and on the side I have 2/3 cup oats and 140 grams of some mixed berries in there. My third meal, so that's usually my pre-workout meal. I have that an hour and a half before my training session, sometimes 2 hours between my training session. Because it is a larger meal, it sits in my stomach for a while. It takes a little while to digest. I don't want to have it too close to my workout where it's going to have a negative impact on my training. I want it to be somewhat digested while I'm training. And then afterwards, I'm still usually not quite hungry afterwards. So I don't like to have a large meal after that training session. It's one of my smaller meals a day, around 300 or so calories, 260 grams of Greek yogurt, along with 140 grams of mixed berries. And then dinner, I get a little bit of variety in there. Oh, and I usually have like a red pepper. I'll slice up a red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper, whatever. Some sweet pepper. I love crunching on that. So you'll notice the theme. I try to incorporate some veggies with each and every meal. I'm trying to incorporate a lean protein with each and every meal. I have to have some healthy fats in each meal as well. Dinner is usually like a lean protein, a veggie, and a starchy carb. So the lean protein may be salmon, it may be a tuna steak, it may be chicken, pork cutlets. Sometimes I'll have red meat like a steak. I might have some ground beef. We might have Taco Tuesdays, something along the lines. I do enjoy pork. Like I said, pork cutlets. I might make pulled pork sandwich or something with pulled pork. I love it. Love smoking some pulled pork on the smoker there. The starchy carb is usually rice or a sweet potato, sometimes a yellow potato. And veggies, I just go with what I'm feeling. A lot of times it's like a baked Brussels sprout, asparagus. Those are kind of my go-to veggies, along with like a pepper, especially if I'm gonna have rice. Sometimes I like to dice up a pepper and put it in that rice there. And I like to cook the rice in like a broth, some sort of broth. My favorite is like a spicy Thai broth. Just gives it some extra flavor without adding many calories into the mix. So I get a little bit of variety in my dinner meals throughout the week. Not a huge ton of variety. This is my kind of typical structure. It has been this way for about 4 years now. I'm really looking forward to incorporating more variety in my nutrition, especially with the breakfast. I'm just gonna try some different things, come at some of the meals just to get a little bit more variety, but still having that structure in place. It's not gonna be random or anything. I might have like 3 different breakfast options, 3 different options for meal number 2. Meal number 3 might be 2 to 3 options as well, and my dinner might be like 5 to 10 different options, where I'm kind of rotating through, but really paying attention to the portion sizes that I'm consuming. And so this is where, again, the heightened sense awareness has to come from you as well. So you're paying attention to the portion sizes that sustain your energy, help you manage your appetite throughout the day. You don't want to be like 2 weeks in and go, oh my God, I'm starving. I just can't keep this up. The portion sizes are too small for you to really sustain throughout the entire fat loss process. So you want to just increase the portion sizes that you're consuming a little bit, as long as you are losing the amount of weight that you desire here. I recommend that you don't lose any more than 1% of your total body weight per week. So if you're 200 pounds, don't aim to lose much more than 2 pounds per week. 150 pounds, 1.5 pounds per week is going to be relatively, it should be doable for you to achieve there. So if you're not quite there and you want to hit that target of 1% of your body weight per week, you're consistent with the meals that you're consuming throughout the week as well. You know you need to reduce the portion sizes just a little bit in order to achieve your goal. So you don't have to complicate it if you prefer not to track your calories. But again, I do encourage the tracking, whether it's using an app like MyFitnessPal to track your calorie intake, or just taking pictures of the food that you're consuming to kind of log what you're consuming. They're just having some sort of journal, some sort of heightened sense of awareness with the portions of the foods that you're consuming. When it comes to the calories, you're like aware, like, oh wow, I didn't realize how many calories were in this certain food that I'm having, and the portion size that I'm having there is really, I know it satisfies me, but it's very calorie dense. So no wonder I'm not losing any weight right now. Like, this is taking up a good chunk of my calories for the day. So having that heightened sense of awareness, but not feeling like a slave, not using the tracking as a crutch, just using it as an initial educational tool, along with your heightened sense of awareness, along with paying attention to how your body's responding in regards to the weight loss, the fat loss, your energy, your appetite control, all of those things. That is what is key. So you can see here, it's not over complicated. I want you working with your own natural eating tendencies right now, and then slowly improving upon them. So maybe you're not a huge fan of veggies and you're having them just at dinner time right now. Maybe try to work them into a second meal throughout the day. Maybe try to work them in a third meal per day. You don't have to like make a whole overhaul of your diet right now just because you're aiming to improve your overall health, your well-being, and lose some fat at this point. You want to make sure you're taking the steps that are going to, again, allow you to sustain this. You've got your whole lifetime to gradually improve upon your nutrition. I'm still trying to improve upon the quality of my nutrition right now, just really with that heightened sense of awareness to what allows me to thrive, what allows me to feel my best, perform my best, give the best of myself to all that I'm doing through the day. So again, there is no set structure that you need to follow. There's no set macronutrient ratio that you should be obsessing over. There's no number of meals per day that you need to consume, or the timing of those meals that you need to consume. It's what's going to suit you best. Don't eat breakfast if it doesn't. Like, don't eat early in the day if it doesn't suit you best, and don't eat late at night if you find that it doesn't suit you best. Just find that spacing, the number of meals, the frequency, the makeup of those meals, the portion size of those meals that's going to suit you best. So you can see from my example here, including veggies in each meal, lean proteins in each meal, a carb in each meal. I'm having fruit throughout the day, veggies throughout the day. And it's really a lot of whole natural nutrient rich foods in there. And again, from time to time, I'm going to incorporate some of my favorite processed foods in there as well. I limit them, not intentionally. It's just that these foods that I have in my diet right now that are whole natural nutrient rich just make me feel my best. But I also gain a lot of pleasure from some of the processed foods as well. So I'm not going to avoid those. I'm just going to eat those responsibly to the point of satisfaction, paying attention to how my body is responding to those. So I hope this helps you structure your nutrition in a way that's going to serve you best and allow you to lose fat. And knowing that you're going to continue eating this way when you're maintaining your weight, it's going to be easy to make that transition to maintenance or muscle building, if that's the next step in your journey, just by increasing the portion size that you're consuming. So I'd really love to hear from you down in the comment section below. What's the number of meals that suits you best, the timing of the meals that suits you best, the makeup of those meals that suits you best, whether it's a balanced meals throughout the day, or if you prefer like some meals that are a little bit higher in protein, some meals that are a little bit higher in carbs. I'd love to hear what your experience is like. So please take a moment to share them with us down in the comment section below, learning and growing together. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. I'll include it down below in the description as well as the top pinned comment. Have yourself an amazing day. I'll catch you in the next video.